Hold a motherfucker, you don't wanna be a victim.
Yeah, motherfucker, from the ground up, you don't wanna be a victim. On the ground looking up, we ain't gonna stop. We taking over the world. NOB, pay close attention. We taking off.
Alright, we are back. This is Commissioner's Corner Season 12. Week 1 just wrapped up. We got the Commissioner Henry, we got Alex, Adrian, and Jomer with us like usual. And let's jump straight into it. Who got a win this week? Jomer, you got a win this week?
Bro, W all day.
Okay. Yes. Alex, you got a win this week?
Yes, sir. Just by the nail.
I got a win this week. So we'll start with either Adrian or Henry. You know what? We'll start with Adrian. Adrian, you took losses all around. We'll start it off there. We'll get you out of the way so you can get back into a happy mood when we talk about the teams who got blown the fuck out. So, yeah, Adrian, looking at your game, you had the misfortune of playing the other commissioner, George, and he had the highest score of the week, just missing that 200 mark by 3 points. He gets the win here, 197 to 126. Adrian, 126 in our league isn't going to cut it, but what happened here, man?
My team sucks.
It's fucking John. Njoku, Lockett, Traylon Burks, they all did pretty badly. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I just expect more points from a quarterback, especially how much should I talk about the point system in this fucking league.
Hey, to be fair, your quarterback, and while I do agree with you, you want more points, your quarterback got 27, and we're going to see that was actually pretty fucking good compared to what most people got this week.
It was raining, bro. It was raining.
Yeah, and then Breece Hall's going to make an appearance next week. I put him on my bench because I wasn't sure what was going to happen. It didn't make a difference. I mean, no matter what I did, I was going to get my ass whooped. But, yeah, Lockett only got me 3. Burks, Burks, you can kind of expect games like that. But
Lockett got put in concussion protocol.
Yeah. So, it's one of those things where it's just my team. Yeah, it looks a lot better on paper right now. That's for sure. And I think
it does not look good on paper.
It doesn't.
What paper are you talking about?
Alex, make playoffs, bro, and then you talk shit.
Oh.
All of a sudden, win one game, he's fucking good.
No, you said it looks good on paper. What paper are you talking about? That shit don't look good on the screen. That shit don't look good on the paper. That shit don't look good at all.
On paper, you do have good players. You have Watson at quarterback. That he has historically been good. Not ever since he got fucking sidelined for getting hand jobs and shit. But you have Watson, and it looks like he's back to respectable form. You have Stephon Diggs and DK Metcalf in your wide receiver. That's good. You have Derrick Henry and Miles Sanders. Those are guys that people love. I don't like them personally. Not because I don't think they're good, but you took 2 running backs that I feel are like injury targets. But so are all fucking running backs, right? That's okay. You have Njoku at tight end.
Yeah.
Look, if you don't have fucking Kelsey, and Kelsey's hurt right now, if you don't have Kelsey, everyone's rolling the fucking dice, right? So don't worry about tight end. You have Lockett, and what happened to Lockett, by the way? Did he get hurt? Concussion, okay.
Yeah, he was on oxygen mask the whole game. The Rams shut Lockett down.
There you go with CT.
Okay.
Did you see that video when Aaron Donald was running at Geno Smith? They're like, fuck that.
Oh my god! Yeah, that kind of. I kind of figured that that's what anyone would think when fucking angry Aaron Donald is running at you. Kansas City's defense, and you have Myles Garrett. This is a little surprising to me. Very good at IDP. He got 8 points, and I kind of felt like he would have got more. Did you see the way he fucking bullied the shit out of Cincinnati's offensive line? This motherfucker was over there pretending to dribble a basketball like he's going to cross them up. And then he crossed the motherfucker up with a spin move and got around him. Like, that's embarrassing. But I mean, what are you going to do? Fucking Myles Garrett will do that to almost anyone, right?
And then Brees, I'm putting Brees Hall in next week. Like I said, I want to make sure he was okay.
Against the Cowboys?
Fuck, I don't care.
Aaron Rodgers?
That's going to be tough. The Jets do go to play the Cowboys next week, so.
Hey, I think so. You'd bench your running back one no matter what. If Brees Hall, he was a running back one last year before he got hurt.
Nah, I just don't know how I like about New York teams playing against Dallas.
One game, shut up. You dumb.
Dallas has a very, very strong defensive line, so if you want your running back okay, I'll put it to you this way. Brees Hall is very good, right? But he's coming back from injury. Like, you're not going to debate that, right? That's not us talking shit, right? Saquon Barkley is very good, and he's healthy. What was he able to do against Dallas?
Minimal.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the hesitation.
So you would have benched Barkley?
Hell yeah. Nah, I'm just kidding. Nah, I'm high. I have Barkley and I didn't bench.
I think you have to send Hall because Lockett is hurt, right?
Well, regardless, it doesn't matter. Like, would you bench Nick Chubb? Would you bench like all these other players?
Adrian.
I think Brees Hall is on that same level. Like last year, he proved it before he got hurt.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I would not bench them. That's actually not what I meant. Like, and I get it. You especially like look, taking a look at your team and who's on the bench, right? You need to replace Lockett with someone, and Brees Hall is the obvious choice right there, right? But Brees Hall did very well tonight. He got 20 points. I don't think he's going to do that against Dallas because he's in a – you still have to go with him, but that's what we're saying. Like, the 20 points that he got right now that makes it feel like, oh, this motherfucker's a lock is yes, he is. By the way, he has to play Dallas this week, so immediately after playing Dallas, he's probably back to being really exciting. You know what I mean? But this week is like, oh, motherfucker, like I got to send you, and you're playing a fucking dirty-ass defense. I'm just surprised Jimmy Ward doesn't fucking play for Dallas because those guys look like they're trying to injure everyone. Look at that. Drummer knows what I'm fucking talking about. Henry calls Jimmy Ward the CTE super spreader.
Where did he go to? I forgot what team.
Where did CTE super spreader go? Tennessee. All the So I get it. You're gonna send Brees Hall. It's just a shame that he has like a tough matchup coming up. You know, especially like the Jets. Zach Wilson did very good. He did today. He did very good. They got the win. You know the fucking Cowboys are not going to be afraid of Zach Wilson throwing on them. They're going to load the box, which is fucking Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall.
Going to make them beat.
But what are you going to do? Like, you got to send them, right?
Can I say though? Can I say something all of us know? I mean, week one overreactions, football being back, my favorite fucking time of the year. There's no overreactions like week one football. But we already know. We already know who these Dak Prescott Dallas Cowboys are. Come on, man. It's a nice win over a weak team. Everyone hyped up because they beat the Vikings. Come on.
That is true.
Where about the Vikings?
The Cowboys ain't good like that, dude. This ain't a renaissance. This ain't their year. They had a good game against a weak squad.
Hey, you guys got
and if
Daniel
we know
Jones.
These Cowboys right, they're the exact team to go and lose 40-0 to the Jets if they had Aaron Rodgers. But they don't.
Daniel
So
Jones came up.
I mean, I'd expect at least a competitive game, probably a win. But I'm surprised that the Jets even got the Bills. They look like they have a good defense. It looks scrappy. Garrett Wilson looks good. Brees Hall looks good. The line looks good. Outside of Rodgers rupturing his Achilles, it reports are to be understood. I don't know, man. I think they're scrappy, and I don't think the Cowboys are very scrappy. You look at their offense; they didn't put up good stats. That was a defensive game, just because the Giants sucked ass. I don't know what league it is that I have the Giants kicker, he got me 0 points because they had no reason to bring the kicker on. It wasn't an extra point. There wasn't a field goal, dude. He's not a punter.
He actually missed 2 kicks. So if you were in a league that gives you negatives
That's
for
some
missed kicks, he would have had negatives. He missed 2. That was bad. Okay, but Adrian, look, it's week 1. You obviously want a win, but a loss here doesn't really amount to too much. Where are you confident in your team, and where are you worried?
Well, I'm still not sold on. I'm just hoping Deshaun could do better or at least keep up what he's doing. Because I still don't know if he's going to be like solid for sure.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest question. And honestly, just to see what happens with my flex players, because I expect more from like Lockett and you know, I'm still trying to. Burks is coming out for sure, and I'm probably gonna put Breece Hall there over Burks. And if Lockett's out, then I'll have to figure it out. But honestly, it's just Deshaun Watson, and then my flex is to figure out what I'm gonna put there, and hopefully Lockett picks it up. Because I took a risk. Taking 2 Seahawks wide receivers, but I mean they're both productive normally, so. Yeah.
I got you. Okay, all right, that's good. And just real quick before we move on from this, Henry, you want to talk about George's team real quick? He was the highest scorer of the week.
Of course, and just the matchups in general, because the scores don't really tell the story. You know, he's got 70 points from Cousins and Jefferson. And they lost, you know, and they weren't very impressive. It's just their matchup was good. That was all first half. They didn't shoot the second half.
Jefferson wasn't
In the first half.
Yeah, but he
got targets in the second half. Well,
Jefferson got 150 yards
for the season, because I was saying I didn't want Jefferson number 1, and I actually did have a number 1 pick in Jomer's league, and I didn't take him. Because I assume he's going to be doubled up so much, there's no one to really take any attention off of him. I just don't think he's going to put up 1,800 yards. It's not like he's not good. I think he'll put up like 13 or 12. No, I don't think he's going to have that same season. Kind of like Jonathan Taylor had, where he balled out and then he came back down. We all expected that. You know, it's just some guys balloon up and don't really come back to that status next year. But he did good, especially first half. But I'm saying for George's team, I mean, he got 70 off of those 2 guys. No one took Cousins like that to go and put points like that. TJ Watt got 31, which I put TJ Watt. He does that some game. Baltimore had an inflated defensive score. You look at the rest of the squad. You know, Rashad White, no one wanted to draft him. Hawkinson wasn't too good. DJ Moore. While you would expect more out of him, anyone who had DJ Moore last year knows DJ Moore doesn't do shit most of the game. I never thought it was the quarterback. I just don't think he's that great of a fucking receiver. He has all the tools, but isn't that good. And actually, I don't think George's team is that strong. I wouldn't expect him to be putting 190, but I mean, he got the win. I didn't. So, I'm not even talking shit. I'm just keeping it real. And as far as your team goes, Adrian, I mean, of fluid touchdowns, Derrick Henry should be getting 14. If he's hurt, that's one thing. He shouldn't be getting 14. Outside of that, the 29 from Diggs, that's automatic. Metcalf underperformed. I just think it's week 1, man. It's fucking week 1.
Hawkinson got the 3rd most points of any tight end in the NFL.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a good week. And
Richard won. Hunter Henry?
He did do good.
Hunter Henry was number 1.
Dude, he didn't even do that great. He got like 16.
Right? On the free agent market, huh?
That's some bullshit. You know how many seasons I've had him? And not because of his name. I'm never going to take anyone.
Number 1 and number 2 are on the free agent market. Hayden Hurst was number 2.
He's never done shit, dude. But yeah, no, I think week 1, especially Richie was bringing up that they didn't even have a preseason. So this was like preseason game, like last preseason game. Tune up for everybody. So they ain't even in like mid-season. Well, not even mid-season form. They're not even in like regular season form yet. But I think we're done. I think we're done with that game. It's an inflated win for George. I wouldn't expect these numbers the rest of the way.
Well said.
All right, and let's jump into Henry, your game. against Chris.
Just one last quick comment. Ramondre Stevenson, that's a nightmare one right now because Ezekiel Elliott's getting a lot of touches and fucking Mac Jones is throwing like 54 times a game. I'd expect that to continue the rest of the year. So I'm glad I don't have Ramondre Stevenson. That's all I'm saying. All right, we can move on from that.
All right, let's get into your game against Chris. Chris gets the win here, 149 to 123. Go ahead, talk about your side.
Can I switch it up first and talk about his side first?
Sure.
Yes. Wait. Hold on. First, I want to hear, like, before you get that, what was your whole thought process as this matchup went on, and you're like, damn, I drafted this fool's team, and you saw like how you guys were going at it. Like, that's a real question, real talk.
No, but he didn't
No,
draft.
it
He's
is.
telling you
It
to
is,
draft.
it is real talk that I have an answer for it. So we supposedly had a plan for drafting for him. I wasn't really involved in it, but you know, when game time came, as a co-commissioner, I had to step up into a reluctant position, and I went and did my duties the way I would want them done for me. That's how I handle it, and I made sure I got him his team because Richie and George were trying to sabotage everything that I was doing.
100%.
Oh, for sure.
And the type of person that I am, not a petty dude, love a real competition, and I helped him get his squad. I didn't draft this team like I was doing. Remember, you and me drafted Sal's team.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. I didn't make picks for him. He made all his picks. I didn't miss one. So, I would say, real talk, he just put up a better team than me at this week 1. So, I mean, he just drafted guys. It's not like I made suggestions that beat me.
Yeah.
He got the guys he wanted. So, I mean, it is what it is. What I would say, last comment on that for me is I need to do better. Simple as that. I take it full on.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's some people that would be pissed to go, man, I can't believe I drafted this guy's team and he beat me. I don't feel that.
No, and when I meant drafted his team, I meant more like, I guess, like helped him draft his team, so to say. Like, in other words,
I didn't want to do it. I didn't think I was going to. I didn't find out until like 10 minutes before the draft, after we had done the draft game and pounded beers, that that no one was going to give him a reliable draft, and we're going to have to hear this idiot bitch in every group text and everything about all this shit. This is bullshit. And then everyone every time you bring up his name, he shows up in the group text.
No, if I had to step in, I would have given him a reliable draft. I honestly could have said.
Well, I just took it on as co-commissioner. I decided I had to do it.
That's good.
When I did it.
It's so funny how we made Eddie play that game for nothing.
I was going to give him all the players I know he loves. A bunch of Raiders. I was going to give him ODB. I was going to give him Cordell Patterson.
Hey, they might have done good. He did have Jacoby Myers.
I was going to give him T.Y. Hilton. All the people that I know that he fucking loves.
Hey, Richard, we made Eddie play that game for nothing.
Huh?
We made Eddie play that game for nothing.
We made him play for the love of the game.
That's the love of the game.
Had a good time.
There. Hey, and Jomer over here trying to fucking hide. He tried to sabotage Chris too because the whole fucking Charbonnet's pick from fucking Seattle. That's because of him. All of that shit happened because of him. That we had the sticker off the board.
It's true. It was Jomer's fault. That's 100% true.
I mean, technically it's my fault because I put the sticker on the board. But he's the one who told me I was too much of a bitch to put the sticker on the board.
Yeah,
so
you know everyone's gonna just go fucking do that shit.
Especially when I'm that many shots in.
That's funny.
Okay, but so Chris's team. You want to talk about Chris's team?
Yeah. So, I mean, looking at his squad before the game, I'm looking at I have no faith in shit. I don't think he's doing shit. So I wasn't really worried. Waddle, I kind of expected him to go with his Chargers and his Tyreek Hill. It was just, and I mean, even with Burrow getting low, Lamar Jackson, Van Jefferson was not the guy. Jacobs didn't look good, and I took a risk to take it. I knew I was. I expected a little more, but every report I saw was that he was going to have a big fall off this year. And I took this. Schultz didn't look good. Akers didn't look good. I took Beckham I played Beckham at the last second, but all his replacements wouldn't have done much more. I was missing Watson, but that's not an excuse. Aaron Donald was a risk, and I had Bobby Wagner right there to add him 3 hours before, 7 in the morning, before the 10 a.m. game. And I was just like, nah, I'm going to give Donald, because I always pick up drafts before I drop him. I hate that shit. So I gave Donald a shot, and I think Bobby Wagner put up like 24 points. He had a massive game. So I'm a little bit pissed about that. I don't think it would have made a big difference. I would put the blame on the loss more on Lamar Jackson than anything, but his Joe Burrow got sick, so I can't even really complain about that. He had enough guys ball out, and it's week 1. Just got to make some moves and adjustments. I'm not benching Lamar Jackson, that's for sure. I don't even fucking respect his game like that. There's no talk about who he is as a quarterback, but I don't even respect Lamar like that at all. Like when he was going through the contract signing shit, I was like, dude, they're gonna spend a lot of money on a dude who's gonna put up 13 and 4 seasons just to lose in the first round. Dude, the dude's not a playoff quarterback. He's shut downable as a running back and a quarterback. He's not Michael Vick. He's nowhere near it. He's not going to win a ring if he's the best player on the fucking team. That's for goddamn sure. But I took him for fantasy relevance, and it didn't work out. And yeah, to me, it's just a week. You look at what went on. You pick up the pieces, and you move on. I don't feel too good, but I'm about to drop $40 on Puka Nacua. So I'm about to upgrade my team real quick. Catch my safe 20 points.
It's funny. I've been hearing that guy, and I don't know who he is. Who is that?
Don't worry about it.
They're tough, man. They don't get concussed. Ask BJ Penn and Tua. They don't get concussed, dude. They can take any hit.
All right, so your team
Hawaiians and Samoans are the anti.
For your team, who are you the most confident in and the most concerned about?
Most confident in is Bijan Robinson.
Bijan?
They didn't even give him all the carries he could get. That dude's going to be a stud. I took a risk on him too, and I feel great. Now, Algier did vulture 2 touchdowns off.
Fucking Falcons
and
are
that pissed
fucking
me
weird.
Off. But you know what? Algier can ball. So they're just going to be running it all day. Dennis Ritter is some hot garbage. Kyle Pitts and Drake London ain't going to be doing shit. So now I feel really good about that. That's my most confident one. My most concerning, to be completely honest, it's Dalton Schultz. I thought he'd have a high ceiling, and CJ Stroud, man, I feel like there's some wide receivers that could have played better quarterback than CJ Stroud. He looks like some hot garbage. It's week 1, but
Ryan Tannehill?
No, he said better.
Nah, Tannehill would have been better, but I'd still start Stroud over Tannehill just for the upside. But nah, man, he looks bad. It's one game, man. Everyone can pick it up, but he looks bad, man. I don't have any faith in the consistency of any Texans player other than Pierce and Nico Collins. Other than that, dude, it's trash. I shouldn't have taken him.
Okay, but look, just real quick for yours, like I get it, and I don't even know the scores to see like who got the lowest score and all that. We'll double check that real quick.
Oh, it was me up until the Jets balled. Let's see, it's Joel.
So it is?
Yeah, it's Joel.
Oh, good. Fuck him. So you have very, very positive pieces on your bench. You have Smith and Jigba. You have Christian Watson. You have Jonathan Taylor. Like, if they come back, and they're healthy, these are guys that should fucking be on your team. Like, if Baltimore right now turns around and makes Indianapolis a fat fucking trade for Jonathan Taylor.
No, I don't want to see him in Baltimore though. But I get what you're saying.
Okay.
They said he might play week 5. They've been talking more.
I think he is. They've been saying he's in the facilities. He's been through the playbooks. He's been right there rehabbing and everything. He's gonna play. He's gonna be back week 5.
He's gonna play. They're also saying he might go to Miami.
Well,
which that would be very
nice. He's
nice.
Go to Miami. He's gonna stay put. He's gonna close out the season. He's gonna finish it out.
I don't think. Like for me, I don't think the concern is his ankle. I think he's healthy enough to play. I think he's kept himself in shape.
Right? I did have Watson hurt too, so
I think
he's gonna come back. Jordan Love looks good.
For Jonathan Taylor and what he's told people through his representation is that he doesn't want to put on a Colts jersey anymore. So if you trade him, he'll be ready week 5. If the Colts say, no, you're going to play for us, I don't know. I'm still not good.
I don't know, Rich. The current reports have been different, but I understand where you're coming from.
We'll see. All right, Alex, you said that you have not won in week 1 for quite some time, but you did win this time. So let's take a look at your game. You get the win, a very close win against Sal, the defending champion. You get the win, 141 to 138. Go ahead, talk about your side.
You know what? Yeah, I feel like it's a while since I won week 1, especially when it comes down to Monday Night Football. I feel like I always have the worst end of it because I feel like every time someone has a player going on Monday night, I always fucking take an L, but not today. Not today. Yahoo projected me to go number 1. They projected me to, win out this league in the regular season, and that's my expectation to myself is to be number 1. Every year I done took an L. Every year I done ended up in 6th place, 8th place, last place. No playoff run. Not this year. Travis Kelce's gonna be back, and you know what? My team just pulled up and played unexpectedly, and I came out with a W. I didn't have a good game. No fantastic numbers. Just got lucky. I think I got a lucky opponent as well. My opponent drafted Cooper Kupp, which Cooper Kupp, as we know, is going to be out for a couple weeks. So I feel like that kind of gave me an advantage. And I just feel like I got, the luck of the Irish on this week. And, the fantasy football gods were on my side.
I got you. Equal struggles, right? That's what you're saying. You struggled, he struggled, equal struggles.
Yeah.
All right. So who do you feel the most confident in on your team? You have a lot of big names here. And who do you feel the least confident in?
But I got a couple leagues, so let me tap in real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the one that I feel the most confident in is it's obviously going to be Patrick Mahomes.
That's a good
pick.
Actually,
I'm not even gonna say Patrick Mahomes. I'm gonna go with the dual threat. I'm most confident in my dual threat, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. And being them that they play for Kansas City and there's some studs. The one that I'm most worried about, I would probably have to say, not Najee Harris, man, because Najee Harris last year, he went pretty high, and then this year I took him in the 3rd round, thinking that I felt like he was kind of like a steal for me because of the round that I got him in. I'm like, you know what? Last year he was going between a late first round to early 2nd round. So I felt like it was a steal for me, but looking at the points he pulled up, looking at the way Pittsburgh played, I would have to say I'm a little more worried for Najee.
Yeah, I get that. It also with running backs, I kind of get the feeling, especially nowadays, that teams lose faith in a running back really fast, right? If you put together a handful of, it doesn't have to be bad games, but unproductive games, they'll move on from you really, really fast, even if you may still have, because like Najee Harris always seemed like one of those like high volume guys. If you give him a high volume, he'll produce, right? That's kind of like what he seemed like. But if you put together a handful of clunkers, I feel like they will just move away from you. Look, Edwards-Helaire is in a very similar position, right?
Yep.
It's not that he was like a fucking fumble machine or something like detrimental like that, but he didn't produce in a wow fashion, and they're getting ready to move away from him. That's how it is with running backs, right? Maybe another team takes Najee Harris and they appreciate him because didn't the Steelers do the same shit with James Conner? And he went to fucking Arizona and they give him high volume, and I think he's an injury risk.
The Steelers do that with everybody. They did it with any player that they feel has the potential to be a good trade capital. They'll trade them, and then their backup will be even better.
Wide receivers too, huh? Like running backs, wide receivers, they will move you.
Jalen Warren looks good. Looks like a good backup.
They held on to Roethlisberger, and they hold on to defensive pieces, and that's it.
Yep.
All right. Now, on the other side, Henry, you want to talk about Sal's side? Sal did have a heartbreak in that he needed Josh Allen to get 25 points today in order to get the win.
Well, that's what we were talking about earlier in the day. You know, when's the last time it happened? Playoff game between me and Joe, and he didn't get it. Sometimes you don't get it. He didn't get it on this one. I thought he was. It looked early on. I mean, Rodgers goes out. You're like, oh, he's gonna ball out.
I mean, he set the best lineup possible too.
Yeah.
But look, Josh Allen had 3 interceptions, bad interceptions, by the way. 3 interceptions and a fumble.
Well, I mean, technically, he could have started. He could have started Slayton or Harris over Sky Moore. I don't know if anyone would have done that. I'm just saying he could have done that. He also could have started Mecole Hardman, and he got 0, which is less than Sky Moore.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not even gonna put the blame on Josh Allen because and I understand that, but I'm gonna put the real blame here on 2 cats: Kyle Pitts and George Pickens. Because Pickens was like a sneaky baller last year, and those 8 points, I just feel like he should have easily got over the 10, especially in a blowout. He should have had his throws. Kenny Pickett threw like completed 31 passes. He should have got some. And Kyle Pitts, he's just garbage, man. That's the real LVP on his team. But I'll also throw a dark horse blame on Nick Bosa. Getting 2 points in a beatdown against Pittsburgh, that's fucking atrocious.
That's for real.
Atrocious. If he had Aaron Donald, who got me 6 points, he wins this game.
Yeah.
Look,
So,
you are right. Nick Bosa just got paid and did fucking nothing. It's true. I get that. I also don't know. Did Nick Bosa, Jomer, you might know this. Did Nick Bosa play the entire game? Because the 49ers took a big lead early.
No, he did. He did play majority of the snaps at the beginning, at least to the first 3 quarters. I only missed like 2 snaps.
Look, 2 points, atrocious. I also imagine the Steelers did they could to go away from Bosa, and that's going to limit your shit. Same thing with Aaron Donald. The reason Aaron Donald doesn't give you fantasy points as an IDP is because they try to stay the fuck away from him. That impacts the game. It doesn't impact your score, like, positively. Like, I get that part.
One thing I just thought of, too, now that you guys think of a defensive player, Roquan Smith, bro, came in with 24 points, though.
That's
Big,
That's
huge,
good, yeah.
massive, man.
Beast.
Massive. Now, look, okay,
Numbers.
so, again, you mentioned
100%.
George Pickens, right? He didn't
especially when Alex had 4 players get under 10 points, 3 of them get under 6 points.
Okay,
so to get 24 from your defensive player, that's big time.
But
And then Jacksonville?
but
Jacksonville came in with the sacks.
But listen, look, Pickens gets 8.5. I know you want 10, like an extra 1.5, right? He gets 8.5. That's disappointing. I understand that. Kyle Pitts gets 6.5. That's definitely disappointing. He is a fucking tight end, and tight ends are trash for getting points. But Kyle Pitts did not have negatives. George Pickens did not have negatives. Josh Allen had a -8 off of those 3 interceptions and fumble.
Yeah.
It's Josh Allen's fault.
Yeah, no, I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to blame some other parts. Because I think 22 points, considering how many people, I mean, Joe Burrow got Chris Sticks. I got 11 from Lamar. 22, I would have liked that. For sure. And it's funny because we were thinking Patrick Mahomes' 31 on Thursday was a letdown. And now we're seeing it in a different light.
For real,
sure.
we were.
A lot of
It
people
was a letdown.
at 31. Yeah, it was.
On Thursday, it was a letdown. And by fucking Monday night, it was like, hey, I'll fucking take this.
Yeah, I'll take that.
So
for
many
sure.
other people have taken that.
Hey, for me, quarterback of the week, though, Jared Goff.
Not Tua?
Nah, Jared Goff.
Why Goff, not Tua?
Tua, you expected to win. Like, you're like, oh, yeah, you know what? Tua has a chance. He might win. You know, he might not. He might. It's a throw-up. It's a hand fight. But Kansas City versus Detroit, you're like, nah, that's a chip. That's the winner. That's the money makers right there. They're Patrick Mahomes. You can go in there.
Okay, look, I'll tell you this. I think you're making such a good argument that you almost convinced me. And that, like, really, really close. Really, really close to me wanting to agree with you. I'll tell you why I still disagree, but I think you have a fantastic argument. Because nobody said I don't think anybody said the Lions are going to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, right?
Nope.
And Goff played very, very well. They did win, right? And I understand what you're saying about Tua. The Dolphins were, I don't know if they were expected to beat San Diego. It was very close. That was definitely going to be like people thought it was a high-scoring game, and it was a high-scoring game. So I understand that, like, Tua did what he was expected to, and Goff did more than he was expected to. In the end result, right, in terms of the score and the win, I get that. But here's why I think Tua was still a little bit more impressive than Jared Goff. But you almost convinced me. Is that Jared Goff got away with the win, and that's why you're giving him credit. But if Kadarius Toney doesn't drop 3 fucking passes, Goff doesn't get that win. Tua didn't need Chargers to drop passes. He fucking smoked that shit. So I think he was a little bit more impressive than Goff.
And you just proved my point. Imagine if Jared Goff had Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Just imagine that.
Okay, yeah, but he doesn't have that. Okay, so the argument that you're making, but you're not okay. Imagine you're also giving Jared Goff credit for being a Detroit Lion, where they don't have those guys, right?
They don't, and he came up and he showed up. -5 underdog.
Credit for like, oh, he would have done better if he had better guys, and you're giving him credit because
no, I give him credit.
The better guys.
I give him credit before I mentioned the other guys.
Okay, but look, the Lions getting the win is the biggest chip in favor of Jared Goff. If Kadarius Toney catches even one of those 3 passes, they don't get the win. And the Lions, the loss, you don't even begin to make the argument that Goff did better.
It doesn't work.
Am
I respect your argument. No, you're not. I respect your argument, but you can't go with the if Kadarius Toney catches. You can't go with that because that's like saying if you get me, if this, if that. Like, I don't know. I respect your argument, though.
I was supposed to get 25 points. He didn't get it.
No, I get it. I get it. What I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say here is that Jared Goff's win is because of the failure on the other team. Tua's win is because they did it. The other team didn't fail. The other team put it up almost equally. That's what
I don't know. I don't want. You could be right. That's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. You could be right because I didn't watch the game. Like I tell y'all, I only watched.
But I will say,
time of the game.
Jared Goff massively impressed me, and you almost convinced me to say that he was the most impressive guy of the week. So if I'm saying that Jared Goff was the second most impressive guy of the week, that's a huge fucking compliment from me to Goff. That's a huge compliment. I think what Goff did was fucking poised and amazing. I think Tua did it a tiny bit better.
I love the argument though from Alex. I love Jared Goff getting his credit. He deserves a lot more credit than he gets. You hear that, fucking Adrian, you asshole?
I'm gonna go to the quarterback rating.
What you said, I wasn't listening.
I'm going to the quarterback rating.
Shut the fuck up, Adrian.
Yeah.
You know you heard that.
Hey, it's because Josh Allen got the Madden curse, bro.
It really feels that way.
Hey, dude, no. I hear it's an EA curse. I hear it extends to FIFA too.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hey, one thing I will tell you though.
FIFA anymore.
10 my argument.
You don't have FIFA no more?
Yeah, go ahead.
FIFA.
Jared Goff.
Their contract with
no
FIFA.
picks. 2 out. 1 pick. So I'm in it.
That's a big chip. That's a big chip. I think I'll counter that. I'll counter that with
the biggest play was Jared
455
Goff.
passing yards.
Hey, I just want to put it down. The reason Richie's on this is because Richie's been out on Tua all last year.
Yeah, I think he's gonna die.
Richie's impressiveness with Tua, it's not there. For me, it is. I'm sure for you guys, it is. But for Richie's not that into Tua. He's not a believer.
I'm not, but I'm telling you that he was the most impressive.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I saw 450 yards, and I'm like, yeah, that's that guy. He does that. And
okay,
I don't think Richie feels
but how is that not impressive?
No, it's impressive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All I know, if I'm Jared Goff and I got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, I'm gonna put a 450 yards too, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth, though.
I think you're a quarterback with a big arm.
Nah, I'll be like Burrow with small ass hands. Won't even be able to hit the ball.
Burrow has a big arm. Look, if you're a quarterback with a big arm, and Jared Goff absolutely is a quarterback with a big arm. if you have a big arm and you have Waddle and Tyreek Hill and you are not trying to push the ball downfield, there's something fucking wrong with you. And look, I'll say this because it's true. I am not a Jared Goff guy. I call him Jared Goof. I think it's fucking funny. I am not a Jared Goff guy. But I will say this to give him fucking credit. I don't think any of you will fucking question that prior to this year, I was adamantly a fucking Aaron Rodgers guy.
That's true.
Jared Goff holds every passing record at Cal, and Aaron Rodgers went to Cal. So Jared Goff has outdone all of his records. He's clearly a very capable quarterback. I'll give him that. I think that's the best compliment I can give Jared Goff. The quarterback I respect the most, you crushed all his records.
In college, but it's still relevant.
It fucking matters. Relevant. It still matters.
It's still relevant. I'm gonna say just real quick that my quarterback MVP of the week is got to be Jordan Love. How much pressure was on the fucking guy? How much did he have to hear about whiny hippie Aaron Rodgers?
We're fucking back.
They don't care. I'm gonna go do ayahuasca. I'm on my retreat. I want to retire. I want to come back. I want to retire. I want to come back.
Oh, that was
and Jordan Love just came out performed that. His first start stats just came in and fucking balled, dude. Shut the Bears down. Justin Fields and all that. We're talking all that shit.
Gold,
fuck the Bears. They still suck. Packers are rolling. Hey, man. Gold, baby, they look good. And Jordan Love deserves his fucking shit because he had some mistakes. He had some passes that were like, ooh.
Especially in the first quarter, like after that first drive.
He hit some hard ones. I heard someone on whatever fucking talk show this morning say that they were celebrating an Aaron Rodgers preseason touchdown to fucking Garrett Wilson, and Jordan Love threw the same touchdown to Romeo Doubs, and no one cares. It's just like, oh, okay, well,
I care.
Well, it's a touchdown.
You know who else cares? The Bears care.
So, yeah, he basically is coming in and doing everything Aaron Rodgers did, except go do ayahuasca, fucking bunch of under 18 looking white girls who are over 18, not fight with his family, invite everyone to his parties, which was always a problem. How Jermichael Finley was pissed that everyone went to Aaron Rodgers' house, but he didn't get an invite. And when he told him about it, he didn't even apologize. Who's always been fucking shady, dude. Everyone knows somebody like that. Just a little whiny ass motherfucker. Like, dude. Yeah, that was Rodgers, but he's great. I feel bad that he's out. It's kind of sad, but to be honest, there's some Packer fan out there that's probably kind of happy. It's not Richie. I'm gonna say that right now.
It's not. I'm not happy that he's injured.
But there's someone who was like, "Yeah, fuck you. Get out the fucking field." So somebody did that. It's probably not just one. I'm telling you.
So okay.
It's funny. Adrian's that Packer fan that's happy as fuck. Right Adrian's that Packer fan.
So okay, Jomer. Let's talk about your game, Jomer. Jomer, you get the with the second highest score of the week. Big score. You get the win 185 to 146 against Christian. You once again make Christian just start on the fucking worst foot possible. So go ahead, tell us about your side. You had 185 points. I would imagine not much felt like it went wrong, but let us know how you feel about your team. What happened here?
I think my team played like at a C+ level, like a C+, something like that. But what helped me out was obviously the Cowboys defense, as you guys seen. I was kind of into it. Going into the Sunday night game, I was still projected to lose because he still had CeeDee Lamb. But as soon as things started going my way, I was like, damn, I'm a fan. And shit just started going my way. But I don't know, up to 57 points. And I just it was tough because you guys seen Joel said that he was going at it. With my players that I used CMC, and they got him to like 60 points combined, 7 to 67. Like, fuck, like, my players were keeping me in it, but I wasn't sure if I was going to make it going into the Sunday night game, but obviously things went my way. I picked up the defense that got the highest points of the week, of the year maybe, and it helped me get off to a good start, you know what I mean? I think my running backs did good. Trevor Lawrence did all right. I mean, it still got, my team didn't do the best, but we still got a way to go, you know what I mean?
What defense, so
Cowboys.
Okay, so from your team, who are you the most confident in, and who are you the least confident in?
The most confident, I would say fucking. It's either Amon-Ra St. Brown or Nick Chubb. I think those two guys are gonna be consistent all season, and I wouldn't even leave Trevor Lawrence off to back either because he's pretty much supposed to be. I think how people say that he's in his year 3. He's supposed to his second season under Dougie P, and he's supposed to hopefully take off. You know what I mean? You got a good weapon after Calvin Ridley, and the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? He was actually the best available at the time that I could have thought of.
Nah, he's a good pickup. He's a good draft pick, but fuck him.
Yeah, I just gotta be consistent.
Calvin Ridley looks fucking good.
Yeah, dude. Christian Kirk went back to reality. 2 points. Hey, you guys seen CT has 3 Jaguars on the team?
What?
CT has 3 Jaguars on his team.
He should have a fucking gang of ex-Raiders.
That's just funny. Nah, but I'm glad I was able to come back against Christian. You know, he's pumped up, but it's a good way to start the season 1-0 and let's move on from here. Second place right now. I don't even know who I play next week, but I'll be ready. You got to make some waiver wire moves and just got to see how much I'm willing to spend on it. I don't know if they're going to go ham this fucking week.
I would have got Darren Waller. That's a good tight end. First overall.
Hey, how much money we have? How much budget money we have?
I don't know, $40, I guess, something like that.
Got the hundo?
No, I saw 100.
Yeah, I saw 100.
I have 100.
Hey.
Okay.
Hold on. I got something I want to state. You ever want to hear something crazy?
Okay.
What's up?
I would say about 2 minutes before that message went out, I had put in a waiver wire pickup for like $25.
He can't see your waivers if that's what you're asking.
That's exactly what I'm asking. He can't.
He can't see it. The commissioner tools don't let you see what waiver claims people have in.
We have $100 budget now.
You can only see it after the fact. Like once it posts, you can't see. Anyway,
We have $100 budget.
I didn't even know that you could see the failed waiver claims. You have to actually go into the
messages.
I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I taught you that.
It's true. You taught me that. I wasn't even aware of that, but I know for a fact that you cannot see what people are. Because there was a dispute one time, and I tried to go and figure out, like, where can I see if people are telling the truth and shit like that. There's nowhere that shows you what people have in a waiver. I also can't see trade proposals. You know, when you go and you submit a trade proposal to someone, there's no way to see that. Only you guys can see it.
Yahoo's trash.
The budget's $100. Just so you guys know.
It's still there. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. Anyways,
I'm gonna submit $60 just so I know I got $40 left over.
Go for it.
Hey, so no, but I heard Jomer make a good point that I was making on Sunday, but slipped me when I was talking about his team. That he's rolling with 3 Jaguars. I thought I had this shit. I'm like, dude, you're trusting these motherfuckers way too much. I knew Kirk wasn't gonna do shit because Kirk never does shit. He's boom or bust. And with fucking Ridley there, I knew he wasn't gonna do anything. Now Etienne is good. He had a couple big runs late. He was kind of underperforming. Ingram underperformed by standards, but 9 points. It's all right. I got 2 for my tight end. So those parts are definitely fucking true. And I don't think those guys are going to be popping off on top of the fact that his bench is pretty fucking weak, man. Outside of, like, I guess Rashad Bateman, but I've never liked Bateman either. It's an alright team. I think they just beat a weaker team. For the week, I got to make some adjustments, but that's what it is, man. That's all I really have to say about it.
All right, so do you want to... We went over Jomer's team. Do you want to go over Christian's team real quick?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, it's got to hurt that the real catalyst in that loss was Dallas defense that he didn't take, and on the flip side, he took Pittsburgh's defense against San Fran. That's gonna make you feel a certain way.
That's what we in the business call a mistake.
Yeah,
that's gonna make you feel a certain way.
Mistake.
Sure. I mean, Dallas Goedert got fucking 0. I don't know what's going on with that shit. We don't have Joe here. I don't know if he didn't play good snaps or what. They just took him out of the game.
Just throwing a random
Jalen Hurts didn't fucking pass the ball. We'll get to that. I have Jalen Hurts. He didn't fucking do jack shit.
hey, Christian's pretty good at streaming or picking defenses in our league. You know what I mean? I've noticed
Yes.
that. I'm
Plug
surprised
and
that
play.
he took a risk
Yeah,
with this. He probably thought game one against Purdy. Purdy's in the struggle. You know what I mean? TJ Watson would get on him, but it just wasn't like that. The Niners dominated the whole first half, bro.
Hey, he beat me in the championship with that fucking plug and play, man. He went and he fucking he threw in fucking Alan Lazard and some other fucking cat. Got him enough points. I lost by like two or three. So that's what you fucking need, man. It's clutch. You always gotta make late ads, man. You can't just hold on to the same squad.
You gotta listen to Matthew Berry, see what advice he gives you.
Fuck no. Plug and play cost me the
Barry
playoffs
went
last year.
What did he go to? He's like on a
NBC or something
MSNBC
like that.
or fucking NBC Sports. Or
I
some
don't
shit.
know. That he's my boy. I haven't checked him out in quite some
He's
time.
with
But,
Skip Bayless now.
Matthew Berry and Skip Bayless.
Peacock.
Oh, Peacock. Yeah, there you go. Jamar Gibbs was heavily hyped. I know you picked for the 20 that Bijan Robinson got Gibbs. They're talking about.
Bijan.
Hey, you guys want to hear something crazy?
What?
I got Jamar Chase in the 5th round in one of my leagues, with the 5th pick in one of my leagues.
Bro.
Is it because someone took Jamar Gibbs in front, or?
Nah, someone took like
He took a lot of running.
they took Justin Jefferson, like Austin Eckler.
McCaffrey.
Bro, in
McCaffrey.
my work league, somebody took
Probably
Devontae
Kelsey.
Adams, number 3 overall.
No way, they're high as fuck.
Yeah.
One of my 10-man leagues, somebody took Bijan at number 2.
Oh, way high as fuck.
Yeah, I made a dumb bet.
You always make them bad.
That Madison's gonna get more yards and touchdowns than Bijan.
That who is?
Madison.
Nah, bro. What are you talking about?
Gonna happen, bro.
Like he just lost to the Bucks. They're trash. What are you
Bro,
talking
it's
about?
gonna
Yards. What yards, dude?
Fucking what's his name's gonna steal the job from Bijan, bro? He ain't gonna give up Algier.
I mean, that may happen.
Nah, that's not happening, dude. Come on. You saw the passing
is.
game going through Bijan. That's his first fucking game.
Put that suck on skis.
Fucking play Carolina, dude. Carolina was trash. This is what I'm talking about. These rookie quarterbacks, dude. That guy with the Redskin. I'm still calling him the Redskins. I don't give a fuck about this PC shit. I don't know how. I don't know if he's new, like rookie new, or he's like a second year. But he looked good. And when I say he looked good, I mean he looked way fucking better than Bryce Young and fucking CJ Stroud. And you can say that he has a better squad. I think that's true. But he also played better. So, I mean, at what point do you give a guy credit for actually playing good? They were playing the Cardinals. The Cardinals are trash. They barely beat them. So, I don't know, man. I think when the chips are down, I think Algier is going to be the Algier from last year, and I think Bijan Robinson is going to go handle his shit. You heard style in the group text. This is a young man's game, dude. Algier's like 40 in fucking running back years, dude.
Fucking
shit.
All right. Well, okay. So,
but Christian has a lot to be happy about with Ayuk and McCaffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Not next week. but for most of the season, they're gonna be balling out, man. 35s are gonna happen. Maybe not both together, but shit, probably at some point also, yeah. But he rolled with Deion Jackson. I think a lot of people thought he'd have a better game. He really was irrelevant.
I fucking slept on you, bro. I fucked up.
CeeDee Lamb underperformed too, and I feel like Fields is probably gonna be putting up 25 to 35 a game minimum, just because of how much they use him, dude.
That's not bad, though.
Hey, I just sent you guys a lineup of one of my leagues. Tell me that's just not a championship lineup.
You're touching it, bro. It's not gonna be championship lineup.
It is a championship lineup.
You're gonna fuck it up somewhere.
Nah.
You're gonna do a plug and play.
Solid, bro.
You're gonna do a fucking stupid 3-for-1 trade.
Okay. That's not the point. All right. So the last game that we have to go over is the game between me and Joel, and I went ahead and got the win here, 171 to 121. And Joel had the very misfortune of getting most of his points early and then just watching his team fucking wither away and die. Because on my end, I did have two guys put up nothing, and they were in the 10 a.m. games. I had T. Higgins get nothing. I had Drake London get nothing. I was very disappointed. And Joel was having a good old fucking laugh. You know, oh, I had two fucking goose eggs. He's going to stomp me out, all this shit. Well, little did he know that his quarterback would be putting up a goose egg. Hurt on the first fucking possession.
A goosey.
And little did he know that in the 1 o'clock games, I also had Tyreek Hill going, who got 57.5. So Justin Herbert got me 33. Okay, let's come back to fucking Higgins and London. Very disappointing. Two guys that I like. I feel like I will continue to use Higgins. I am not going to start London again until he does something. The Falcons are god fucking awful, and it's killing me. It's fucking killing me to have these motherfuckers on there. I like him because of USC. I know that he's fucking good. The Falcons apparently have never watched college football, and they probably don't even watch their own fucking football. Trash ass motherfuckers. That's why they'll never raise a championship. But that's okay. That's okay. That's my fault. I shouldn't have gone with a fucking Falcon. Yes, I had Higgins get 0. And yes, I had Drake London get 0. But between London, Higgins, and Hill, they got 57 points. So that's pretty good for my 3 wide receivers. That's not bad. Not bad. That'll fucking do it. That'll get the job done. So fucking shit. Why'd you put 28-3? Oh, because the fucking Falcons? Fucking shit. So I got, yes, my team started off very fucking slow, and then, man, did they fucking come on in the 1 o'clock, the Sunday night. I didn't have anyone go Monday, but in the 1 o'clock games, I had Tyreek Hill, and I had San Francisco's defense come. San Francisco's defense got me 28. That was a 1 o'clock game, right, Jomer? It was. Right? San Francisco played at 1?
No, at 10. No, 10.
They play at 10. Okay. Well, San Francisco's defense got me 28 points. Very good. Very fucking happy with that. And then at 1 o'clock, Tyreek Hill got me 57, and Joel started crying from there then on out. I also had Justin Herbert get me 32. So in that game, those two got me, what do we got here? They got me 90 points. Herbert and Hill together got me 90 points, so I came back to start kicking Joel in the face. And then Tony Pollard came on Sunday night, and he got me 22. And this is where it was still kind of like, I had Tony Pollard, Joel had Saquon Barkley. If Barkley could outdo Pollard, with Aaron Rodgers coming on the next day, like he needed to keep it with a striking distance, right? But I mean, the Giants, my God, fucking horrible. Saquon Barkley ended with 9 points, but he didn't get injured, which I guess is very important, right? He got 9 points. Tony Pollard got 22, opened up the lead, and I came into Monday night. Aaron Rodgers needed to beat 45 points, and look, the way quarterbacks have gone in this week 1, it was going to be very hard to beat 45 points. Not only that, he got hurt immediately, so that didn't help him at all. He ended with the lowest score of the week. And I feel like that's karma, because he was fucking laughing at my 2 fucking goose eggs. He probably thought I was going to have the lowest score of the week. Surprise, bitch, I didn't.
After.
Henry, do you... okay, so in my team, I feel the most confident in Tyreek Hill.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Tyreek Hill is going to be a PPR monster. I feel confident in him. I'm very happy with him. I feel the least confident in Drake London, because he's an Atlanta Falcon, and that's a poverty franchise. Henry, do you want to talk about Joel's sorry-ass bitch team with the lowest score?
Good food deal, though. Good food deal.
Well, I mean, I think first I want to say What a fucking achievement to get 171 with 2 zeros. I don't think anyone had 2 zeros. That's fucking crazy. That's boomer bust fucking defined. I mean, week 1 is hard to say. I feel like I would have started Zay Flowers over Gabe Davis, and you still would have had the zeros. I wouldn't have started them over Drake London. That's a real unfortunate game. T. Higgins, if we had a bet, and it'd be fucking Adrian that would be taking this bet. If it was like T. Higgins gets less than 5, there'd be shit put on there. And it's like, how's T. Higgins gonna get less than 5? He could get one catch for 50 yards, and that's it. That's good enough, dude, in that fucking offense. Against Cleveland, oh man, that just defied all expectations. Pollard's 22, I feel, is pretty solid. This Juwan Johnson from New Orleans tight end is a slim position. I've been hearing a lot that a lot of people have leagues with no tight ends, which I've floated for a long time, but I don't think it's gonna happen here. I would love it because I'm tired of tight ends. I mean, I'm not saying you can't take a tight end.
Hey, let's get rid of him.
Have to have a tight end.
Let's get rid of him like we did the kicker.
And bring back
That's how a lot of leagues are. A lot of leagues are no kicker, no tight end.
And have a third, no mandatory tight end, right? Have a third flex, and you can have a tight end if you want.
And I say we should have that flex eat a bench position too, just to make it a little harder, because you get a little more bonus.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's for after the season. Tyreek Hill. This is what I was telling Richie earlier, that Joel's making a big deal. Bro, Tyreek Hill's a top 5 pick. If he puts up 57, that's what they might do. When you get a guy in the top 5, they might get 57. Herbert with 52, that's why you get a guy like. Where did you get Herbert, Richie? Do you remember?
Find out right now.
Fourth round. 30 points. I mean, it's solid. I mean, he got 1 point more than Patrick Mahomes. So that's pretty good.
Now they were running the ball real well. That's why the Chargers.
Yeah, no, they were because Joshua Kelly even had he almost had 100 yards and a TD. But yeah, San Francisco's D, that's money. Mad Sacks Crosby, not the best game for him, but he's a solid pick. I mean, your team honestly underperformed, which is crazy hearing at 171. To talk about Joel's team, I mean, dude, the fucking elephant in the room, the fat dick on the forehead. Is this Aaron Rodgers with 0, dude? Who the fuck would have thought that shit?
Nobody.
0. Potentially season loss, dude. That's fucked up. I don't like that at all.
And he has no backup QB right now.
That's what I said. I was like, who do you think he's gonna pick up? Brock Purdy wise. Brock Purdy.
You're probably not wrong, man. Or if he's not a dick, Jordan Love, he's out there.
Oh yeah.
Jordan Love, man, Dr. Love. I'm telling you, he's gonna be looking good. But his team specifically, he has a lot of guys that I think. I mean, I had Debo in several leagues last year. Debo doesn't look like the same guy from 2 years ago, man. I don't know what's going on with him.
Remember I told him?
Richie says he got paid. Richie says he got paid. That's what's going on. But
that's what's going on.
Too many weapons, bro.
Nah, he got paid.
I mean, he used to be the whole offense and explosive, and now he's like he's still good, but he's like super secondary, man. It's not even like 1-2 like you could say some teams are. He's like the far number 2.
Like the ADP was before Ayuk, and Ayuk's the better receiver.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's very clear now. That's very clear now. Ayuk's the better receiver.
Debo stopped developing his skills because he got fucking paid.
Well, and I was gonna take you fucking him. I mean, obviously it's fantasy, but like I was tripping out because I have Cam Akers in one of my leagues, and I was like, "What the fuck? Fucking the other fool's starting." I'm like, "What the fuck?" When this official?
Well, Cam Akers did come back and get a touchdown, so I think it was more of.
But if you look at the box score, because I had the same feeling.
They were sharing.
If you look at the box score, Kyren Williams only had 13 carries, and Cam Akers had 22. For an average of 1.2 yards per carry. I just think he wasn't effective.
All right, guys. A report just came out, and the video confirms it. And Rodgers is done for the season, ruptured Achilles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rough.
Where'd you see that?
I saw it on Twitter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
The,
just
the
didn't
video,
get any update, but I'm not
the,
gonna
the,
go on Twitter.
the video that I just saw, it just you could see his Achilles pop out. Like they some slow motioned it and they zoomed in on it, and you could just see his Achilles pop up, like kind of like how Kobe's did.
That's
Yeah,
gross.
you see a
Shit is
snap.
gross.
That
Yeah.
sucks. That
You see-
really sucks.
you see that.
Yeah, that's
That's
zero.
it.
That's zero from Rodgers for Joel. That's the biggest standout on there. But really, the rest of his team is underperformed, and he has a lot of guys, with the exception of Ridley, that I think a lot of us wouldn't have taken. I'm gonna throw AJ Brown in that same category because I feel like the Eagles are gonna have a little bit of a regression, and it's the round. If AJ Brown's in the 4th round, I'm taking him, but he's going like high 2nd round. Like, is he gonna do that same shit with Devontae Smith emerging late last season? I'd rather have Smith. You're gonna get him later, get some other picks. Ridley, I already knew he was gonna ball out. He's a good receiver who, I mean, he loves to gamble, bro. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
He did very well.
Who doesn't like to gamble?
He did very well. Very, very well.
But Joel's team's very questionable, especially with Rodgers missing now. It's not the best squad, dude. Even on the bench, you're looking at a team that's just they're very mid.
Who's his backup QB?
Like a 120 to 140 point a week.
He did not take a backup QB. You know what?
So we'll
Nobody
see.
did it.
You roll the dice on that.
Brock Purdy.
There's some guys available. He'll drop a fair amount of cash.
Brock Purdy.
He's got no choice. He has to. Well, hey, couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Fuck that fool. All right, and with that is the end of the Week 1 podcast. I'm very glad that football is back. I've already started logging all of our information. Once we get past like 4 weeks, we can do power rankings. We don't have enough data yet.
The power rating.
Right now, the average score in our league is 147.5 points. So based on where you scored today, you can see how you match up against the average. That's what we consider to be middle of the table, right? So if you score 148 points, you can expect to win. Currently, we'll see how that goes. I think everyone's scores are going to go up next week because I think there was a lot of key players who did badly in this Week 1. And I imagine everyone's scores are going to be significantly better come next week. We'll see. So let's take a look at where we go there. But
Hey, Week 1 overreactions, man. There's no other sport better than Week 1 overreactions in the NFL. It's great. All of the fucking hot takes from this week, Cowboys especially, Giants, they're right in the shit that we thought they were gonna be. But Week 1 overreactions, we get to work in the Week 2, learn a little bit more. Hopefully Niners get smacked in the mouth in SoFi. We'll see. We'll see. But it's good, man.
yep. So we will
Another year.
Most likely it'll be us 5 again. We'll see if we can get someone else to pop in or out. But generally it's us who jump in it. So
And we all know that injuries are a reality, especially early. Week 1, Week 2 injuries are the worst. J.K. Dobbins, that's not a top tier injury. It's fucked up, but it's not a top tier injury.
but it's a major
sucks.
injury to
He's
a
starter
scarce position.
on a good team. Yeah, but I mean he's always running back too because you got Lamar Jackson. But yeah, it's a big injury. But no one thought Aaron Rodgers was going to be out. No one thought that was.
Hey,
That's
just know, Adrian.
definitely the big injury.
I can't remember the last time we had an injury that significant in Week 1.
Oh, Tom Brady's knee.
That's a long time ago. That's
But
2008.
that's the one, right?
That's 15 fucking years ago.
But
man.
that's the one. Tom Brady's knee. That was the
Yeah, but
biggest Week 1.
And was it against the Jets too?
Then, right?
Shit, I don't even remember.
No, they were playing.
I don't remember.
Because that one dude who's like broken a bunch of fucking knees and shit. What's that dude?
It wasn't significant to us.
It's either the Chiefs,
Houston?
it's either the Chiefs, the Ravens, or the Texans. Yeah.
I think it was.
Hey, Henry,
What's
you're
up?
talking about Jimmy Ward being a dirty ass. What about dirty ass ex-Ram Leonard Floyd? Anything fucking Rodgers?
Hey, I was saying Leonard Floyd, bro. Leonard Floyd just went to the Bills real quick to end Rodgers' career. He got paid off. I was pissed when they let go Leonard Floyd too. So they would listen to me. It wouldn't happen. We could have seen a good. We did see a good Monday Night Football game, actually.
I'm dozing off, so I'm gonna take off. But next Monday for sure.
All right, yeah. No, we will catch everyone back next week. Let's see if our fortunes have improved. And all right, take it easy,
Hey,
guys.
Adrian, you're dozing off. No one told you to rewatch the fucking Vikings-Bucks game, bro.
Man, shut the fuck up.
All right, guys.
Adrian, I'm gonna have you dozing off next week too, dog. Put your ass to sleep.
We'll catch you guys later, man. Take it easy.
Yeah, S like the name. Yeah, S like the name. And let the world know I don't play those games. Come my steps like a shotgun at point blank range. Woo. Yeah, I spit the flames. Let the world know again I don't play those games. Cause I'm a little bit crazy, I'm a little bit loco. Still got the fucking rap game in the chokehold. Lyrical disease, the way I kill MCs. And before I kill them, they be begging for peace. I'm from the home of the G's, where we be up in the streets. But still they know they can't fuck with this lyrical dream. And fuck your kingdom, cause we about to dethrone ya. And still keep it West Coast California. And still keep it West Coast California. But you gon' feel the raptor when we roll up on ya. Yeah, still got that bounce. Still keep it classic with that West Coast sound. Yeah, it's like the name. And from the ground up, yeah, that's still my game.